Alright. Going. Hopped on this game earlier and actually faced my first cheater that I know of. It's gonna happen again.
Well, do you still want to try and do dinner tonight / Last of Us? Any thoughts on...
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we join you from South Philly, close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles.
This is gonna be fun.
Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And we're underway here in South Philly.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll move the pocket here with Hurts. Oh, what an inauspicious start. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Slay.
An opening play call like that, Mike, has exactly one goal. Let's connect on something early and quiet this home crowd. But all they did was energize him. I mean, listen to this place after that interception. They're feeding into it. They're giving this offense extra momentum as they now take the field.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he'll maneuver his way down to the 44. The veteran Darius Slay. They're on the stop. Now Jalen Hurts on second down. It's the tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's into the end zone. What a catch and run by the tight end as he takes it into the end zone and finishes the play. Greg, you know what that's like. Tight end touchdown.
Mike, so often the tight ends are considered to be the possession guys, right? They're the guy you throw it to when you need an easy catch, you need a reliable target. But not this guy. He is a downfield weapon, and he just showed you right there what he's capable of.
Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll start on the ground with Barkley.
Nice.
Into the secondary, past the 40. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And they are too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs. This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
There's the tight end, Brad Calcaterra. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Now gives to Barkley, running right. And he will get into the end zone.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. For the return, here comes Britton Covey. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first. They face 2nd down and 7. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them. They want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
The receiver is Johnson. 14 yards on that pass play there. 1st down, Philadelphia.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. They got there in a hurry, didn't they? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
try again. It's 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Barkley. And to pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. To throw, Hurts. Open man, right side, he's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. Here's Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. That'll be caught left side. It's Goddard. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll run it to the right here with Barkley. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
He'll work forward only to about the 18. 2nd down and 8. Now Hurts. Knocked away. It's incomplete. Darius Slay, Mr. Big Play, with his hands right around the ball again.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Hurts working in the pistol. He's got it inside the 5. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So the Eagles will use their 1st timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. And that'll be a pickup of 3. A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time, they try Barkley. He'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the 1st half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. Britton Covey now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. First and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up second. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to take a shot down the field. Complete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who's coming with the hot hand in the second half. About to get started. Covey now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. There go 3 tight ends here on first and 10. They'll run. It's Barkley. Trying to find something, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Third down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts.
Nice.
Over the middle and intercepted. By the safety, Reed Blankenship.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
They'll run it here with Saquon. And he'll take this forward. 3. It's second down. Once again, and the Eagles are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Hurts. He pulls it in around the 5. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. You're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Covey now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. To throw is Hurts. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And it'll be second down.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from it.
On second down, Hurts. He's going to air this one out, looking for Dotson.
Good shit.
For Philly, and even 50 yards.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with it and take that play away.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he'll be near the first down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. We're trying to run here.
Walk it in.
And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal. He's able to take it inside the 10 to the 8-yard. To throw is Hurts. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
Smitty.
Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Covey now on the return.
Nice.
Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. Here's 1st and 10. Man in motion is Smith. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On the ground, Gainwell.
Yeah, boy.
This is taken in by the defense.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers are, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
2nd and 7. Here's Hurts. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time. Play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Here now, 3rd and 5. On play action, here's Hurts.
Nice.
Turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over here up near the 40.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and
It's a
losing.
good game, man.
After that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Here's 1st and 10. Hurts.
Mine.
Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted.
Just like the Super Bowl.
For a rookie point.
Woo!
And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick
Let's
six
fucking
for
go.
touchdown.
Come on, man. Let's finish it. Don't be like that. Jeez. Don't pick my team then. That's funny as fuck. I gotta see this. Mine. Just like the Super Bowl. Let's fucking go. Come on, man. Let's finish it. Don't be like that. Jeez. Don't pick my team.
Shit.
Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And we're underway here in South Philly. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon.
Yeah.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Throwing to begin is Love. He's going to air one out right away.
Whoa, what? Come on.
It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the line. And it'll be second down. Shotgun. It's Love. Caden Reed for the grab. Here's a third down and 4. In motion, Reed. On third down, they go with Jacobs. He's going to have a Packers first down. They'll take this up to the 48-yard line. From the gun, it's Love.
Mine. Come on.
Contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Up the middle with Jacobs. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. On play action, Love. He'll try and get there on the ground. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
Those are the back-breaking plays defensively that you just can't allow. You have the quarterback dead to rights. You're about to get off the field, and instead, you let him turn into a runner. Big play, and he picks up the first down.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Throwing is Love.
Mine.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack. And we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this game as the game unfolds.
A gain there of 24 yards. First down, Packers.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner out. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he'll be taken down. That's going to do it. Good drive to this point. Now can you convert on 3rd and 3? Now Love. He's got a man. That's Watson. And they're going to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal. Love to throw. And he can't hang on.
Should be fucking picked off.
It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. Guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make it.
And he's in. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Packers. Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Packers will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out of the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Covey now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll come up here 1st and 10. A handoff, running left, it's Barkley. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. Big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A tight end in motion now. Play action. Here's Hurts. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. Eric Stokes, the man there defensively to break that one up.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunately this one didn't end up getting picked.
Oh my God, come
It's
on.
going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Man in motion is Brown. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he's not going to get there again. Same player, same result. No gain, and now it's 4th down. and intercepted. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs.
Look at this motherfucker already.
And a good one here. Brought down up past the 25-yard line. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down. Dobbs headed in motion. They'll keep it on the ground here again. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Reed Blankenship coming up from his safety spot to make the stop. A tough spot here. Third and long. This one up top for Dobbs. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Now here's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break. Running is Jacobs. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. McManus and the field goal unit come on. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. And that one not going to get there. And it's wide to the left as well. It's no good. And this is going to remain a one-possession game. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. I think they're going to play a big role in who wins this one. Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 to score as the third quarter begins. Hovey now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
Ooh. That was a good hit.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. He'll dodge one would-be tackler and wind up getting a nice gain of 6 on the play. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. Hurts to throw. And this ball incomplete on third down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the pup team coming up. So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on fourth down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on fourth down.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. One caught by Watson. And he's brought down after a gain They'll come up now for second down and 4. They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. Reed Blankenship coming up from the safety spot to make the stop. From the gun on third down, it's Love. This is caught. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the board.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
In the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner.
All right, Mike, file this play. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of the game, and no bigger play than a pick.
Bye-bye.
And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 80 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles will level things out at 7 apiece.
Good enough.
We're all tied, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. On the return, here's Jaden Reed. And he's brought down the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. In motion, Reed. Balls to play fake. Here's Love. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is third down. The throw is low. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Possibly the play of the game right here. It is fourth down. He's got a man. It's Dobbs. And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there. But it works out as they convert on fourth down. He'll let this one rip. Looking for Watson. And he carries on through the contact. It's incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. They go play action with Love. Again, working deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo Dobbs that time. Now it's going to be third down. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Here's Love.
Good shit.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're on to you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
Here's a handoff to Barkley running left. And just a short gain there, down to the 38. Look him up on a second down and 8. Gave it to Barkley.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
And he's going to take this all the way home. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about, and they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Elliott, on the extra point, and the Eagles spin to a 14-7 lead. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Here's Nixon on the return.
Damn, you just keep going backwards.
Across the 25-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Here's Love. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
On first down, it's Love. He'll take a shot for Watson. So just here in this one. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here comes second down. They'll drop to throw.
Thank you.
It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reed Blankenship. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend.
Oh, don't worry, I'm not gonna run it.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to
I'm
bait
not
these
like that.
bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position. Jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
As a pass rusher, you don't always need to record a sack to make your presence felt. Creating pressure, move the quarterback, affect his timing. Those are all different ways to take pressure off your coverage unit.
They'll move the pocket here with Hurts. Throw on the run is complete. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And they'll take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Hurts. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
Damn.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get your completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
Come on, man. This isn't
Look at
tryouts.
this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. Hurts will try it again.
Nice.
Oh, can you believe it? It's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over at their own
See?
2.
Told you I wasn't going to run it.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Jacobs.
Well, I guess. Thank you.
Not going to work out at all. That will be a safety. That is the danger of the play calling down there, Greg. Trying to stretch it out. Can't get.
You? Thank you. Thanks for that. Next victim. Damn, can't get my fucking pouch off. Pause. My pouch off. Good to go. Now I get to start ranked, I think. Water.
20 miles west of downtown Dallas. One of the league's grand settings. AT&T Stadium in Arlington. It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go from spectacular AT&T Stadium. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Gonna work it to time on the RPO.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
Dak can throw it here on first down. It's going to be pulled in by Dowdle. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down conversion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. First carry now for Rico Dowdle. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd and make it a fresh set of downs.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap for Prescott. And he's going to be taken down. That is Jalen Carter, the Georgia product, barreling in for the sack. Seventh play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner. And the Eagles are going to get the football at their own 23.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
To the air right away is Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he's taken down on what should be the final play. Now a 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's complete. Tight end got it. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs.
That is intercepted. And the Cowboys
Come
are
through
going
a
to take
floater.
over just shy of midfield.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
First down, Prescott. down inside the 45.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that every time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We saw a great example of it here.
A first down throw for Prescott. Inside the 10, it is caught. He is in. Jalen Tolbert, touchdown, Dallas. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. Cowboys will take a 7-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Covey now on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he's got this close to the 35-yard line.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He finds Jahan Dotson. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
That's a Super Bowl quarterback right there.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts.
Come on.
Hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10.
Oh my God.
Picked off. It's the ball hawk. Trayvon Diggs again.
Alright.
He's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Quarterback still sucks.
We saw it earlier. The defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick them, they turn it into a pick 6.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it a 2nd interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick 6.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Covey now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. On play action, here's Hurts. And here's big tight end Uzama. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd down throw for Hurts. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? In motion, the tight end Uzama. go with Saquon. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. On 4th down, the snap comes to Hurts. He's got this one complete to Goddard. Big strides, look at him go. And he will go all the way. Dallas Goddard, touchdown Eagles. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry, what an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
Devontae Turpin on the return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
Let's go, Dallas.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. In the middle of the field, it's taken by C.D. Lamb. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He'll find his tight end. That's Jake Ferguson. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. They'll throw again. Dak. The open man is Tolbert. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This, about as short as you can get. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll run it here with Saquon. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he gets this one up past the 30.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly runs, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. And if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Here's a ball thrown deep sideline.
I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. It is 3rd and 10. To throw is Prescott. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
You know, Mike, I like the mindset of this offensive coordinator. He's saying, listen, I'm not looking to preserve this lead. I'm looking to
That's the
extend
Dak
my
we
lead.
know.
Now, that aggressive play calling in this case led to the turnover. Now your defense has to take the field. Can they bail you out and keep this lead unchanged prior to their next possession?
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. In motion, the tight end is on. Quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down. Hurts working in the position. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Hurts again. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one. He's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And he's in. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one brought in at the 16-yard line. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Play action now. Prescott. Catch is made. That is Schoonmaker. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the shotgun, it's down. Going right, it's taken. And he's going to be running out of bounds, but not until he gets down 40-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. A quick slash taken by Lamb. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Now Dowdle. First down and more inside the 15. The speed on display. He's in. Rico Dowdle. Touchdown, Dallas. The extra point by Aubrey is good. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Hovey now on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Running from the pistol with Barkley. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
2 plays, 2 nice pickups to start the drive. This one a gain of 18.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming at?
Fuck.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Harris Leofeld. The defense.
Whatever. Damn, I should have bought 2. You don't know. Technically, that was my first ranked L / match. I played 5 to qualify.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. All right.
Let's go.
They go play action with Jackson. As he throws there, incomplete.
Man coverage to start the game, and I expect we'll see a good amount of that. They trust their secondary to hold down the fort and let their pass rushers get home. And that's a good job right on play one.
Here's Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Jackson to Bateman there. First down, Ravens.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Jackson now. And his throw is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
2nd and 10. To throw again is Jackson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Now Hurts changing up the play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Jackson. That is caught. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a 1st down. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And Jackson throwing once more. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 58 yards. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both players doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person.
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now it's 2nd and 2. Throwing his Hurts. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. There he goes left side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six.
Damn.
So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tank.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hit the crowd.
Fucking bad,
His 3rd of the game. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This 2nd and 4. Jackson. He'll find Bateman once more. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now it's Jackson. This is caught. Touchdown! Nelson Aguilar from 6 yards away. And the Ravens take a 3-touchdown lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they will finally get him as he's all...
Damn. Rusty Shackleford. Yeah, it's good. I'm trying to do more fucking pass plays because you can't run it this fucking tournament. Besides their quarterback. Shit.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Jake Elliott, ready to one picked up. And off we go, here in Baltimore. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. First carry for King Henry. And a good start on the ground. He gets 8 on the game's opener. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go again here with Henry. Across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. Couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Gonna go right back to Henry. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Every team in the NFL wishes to come into each week's game and win the line of scrimmage battle. In this case, I think it's pretty clear which side is winning. Great first drive, primarily all on the ground.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run it with Henry. And the Ravens are going to be set up. 1st and goal, he's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. A first down there on a gain of 12.
Well, if this opening drive is any indication of how the rest of this game's going to go, it seems this offense is going to be pretty content keeping the ball on the ground. A lot of success here early. Now it sets up 1st and goal.
First and goal, and it's Henry. Second, and he is in. Henry, touchdown, Ravens. Now Justin Tucker for the point after. He's got it, and the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. There is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Here's Gainwell to return. Yeah. He'll be out of bounds just past the 25. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And this play's going nowhere. Taking down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started. Once again, it's Barkley. Whoa! And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Let's make no mistake about it, Mike. I mean, this passing game, it just has not been very efficient here in the first half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and incompletions like that certainly aren't going to help.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Play action. Here's Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown.
Oh, man. Suck.
And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus, and that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
They'll start out on the ground with Henry. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and third down coming up.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. We're all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down. They'll with Henry. And he's going to have the Ravens first down. He's brought down after game 7 on 4th and 2.
I know it's 4th and short, Mike, but at this distance, you actually have to clear a lane out. You can't just fall forward or push the pile. So that conversion, it's as much of a credit to the blocking as it is. Seeing the hole and hitting it.
Seems to use a fucking microphone. Just see his foot or something.
They'll work straight ahead with Henry. They're going to work this down inside the 45.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
Now the Ravens use their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. They'll try to throw here with Gaston, and the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Just bear with me for a second here, Mike, as everybody loses their mind about why is this play caller throwing the ball on 2nd and inches. The idea is you want to throw on what they call run downs, and this clearly was one of those, and what you're not accounting for is a sack as it brings up 3rd down.
Pick up of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Raven first down.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense. We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Here's the toss, right side to Henry. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Out is Justin Tucker to try the field goal. This from 45 yards away. Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens will extend to a 10-0 lead. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. We go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Stevens. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
All right, Mike, you know me. I tend to be an offensive guy, so if we're taking to start this half, I'm thinking touchdown. But rather, we go interception to begin the second half. Now, still an exciting play. I think we're going to see both sides willing to continue to take these risks, take these risks throughout the rest of this second half. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down. That's exactly the case here.
Open man is beaten. He's got him. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Now a toss play with Henry. Changing direction there as he's able to pick up 3. On the give, here's Henry. Taking on defenders. Plowing forward. A pickup of 5. Henry tries to pull his way in. Good blocking, and
Yep, I'm cooked. Please, I'll be ready for the next one. Sure, whatever. Guess I'll play some schedule. One more fucking match. It's my 3rd L rank. 4 for 3.
Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the link.
It was cold today?
Field where 70,000 are rocking and ready
Like
to
8
go.
degrees below zero cold? It's so weird.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Britton Covey going to bring it out of his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Well, right away, they'll change the look. Hurts throwing right away. This to Smith with a win. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 34.
I've heard of quick strike offenses, but this is taking that to the extreme. I mean, the very first snap of the ball game, normally you're thinking, let's get our quarterback comfortable and get him into the flow of the game, but not here. They come out attacking from the outset, and it pays off in a big way.
Jalen Watson dropped him defensively. 2nd and 9 from the 44. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's Hurts to throw. That is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Hurts. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Barkley inside handoff. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll go to Barkley again. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. The ball on the 8 still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7. They'll set up to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. No score after 1 on EA Sports. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Touchdown, Eagles!
Oh, you're shit.
Devontae Smith on the receiving end from Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd.
Really? Come on. Whatever, man. I'll take it. 1 for 3. I'm like, really? It's gonna be a good game. Super Bowl rematch. Take that. Here.
Welcome, football fans, to the birthplace of America, the city of brotherly love. The place where you'll find the best cheesesteak made in this country and some of the best football played inside of Lincoln Financial Field. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, to get this one going. And we're underway from Philadelphia. This will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And this one does not go far. Offense up to the line fast. Here we go, 2nd and 9. This one snagged by Dallas Goddard. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that kick? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here and with real big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. They give to Barkley, left side. Into the secondary past the 40. And he's taken down just in time at the 2. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Coming off that carry, I'd go right back to him. Not a hotter hand on the field right now. Get that man the rock.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Barkley has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. They'll try again with Barkley. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Eagles take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Josh Sweat making the stop. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. From the 32. His first throw is an interception. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And the Eagles get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
That's motherfucking.
First down, a run with Barkley. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. They go to Barkley again. And he's able to push this down to the 12. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. A gain of 3, and now they're going to be able to plan for 1st and goal.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down. But you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
We're back and excited to start the second. Eagles in a nice spot to put up points. Changing things up, they're going to throw now. And he scores! It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles double their lead to 14. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here's Ray McCloud.
What the fuck?
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They go right back to the air. Trying to find his tight end. And it sets up 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure alters the throw.
On 2nd down, Robinson. Up the sideline, past the 40. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
1st and 10 from the 41. Staying with Robinson. We're putting together a yard there. Zach Bond with the tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Cooper to Jean with the stop. And the Birds bring out the nickel look. 3rd down coming up. To the air with Penix. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
You know, quarterback's going to count on 99 of 100 times completing that short, simple route to a tight end. But even the shortest and simplest of throws, you'll find a drop at some point, too.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4. Trying for it with Penix. They can't connect as the coverage comes through. 4th down stand.
Do you think offensively, that's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
From the pistol, Hurts. Someone stepped in, it's intercepted. Jesse Bates in to pick it off.
Well, that's what you call making the best out of a pretty messy situation. You hate to give the ball away, but that's a tremendous effort to bring the defender down right away and minimize the damage with very little return.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Penix. Now this is intercepted. Back-to-back passes. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Well, they had the advantage for a moment, Brock, but turns out that is all just that moment because they throw an interception and give the ball right back.
And for once, both coaches on both sidelines are preaching the same message. Take care of the ball. Not often you see back-to-back plays end in interceptions, and we're right back to where we were just a couple moments ago.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Bring it in over the middle, incomplete. Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? So that brings up 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Shotgun snap for Hurts. This one finds Goddard. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's the 2-minute warning now from the lake. The Eagles looking to add to their advantage. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down throwing for Hurts. Escapes the pocket. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Trying to find A.J. Brown. So 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Hurts throwing again. Goddard makes the catch. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete.
That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a cornerback on that, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys can have a little fun with him in practice this week because he looked like a DB right there, swatting the incompletion.
Hurts trying again on 2nd down. Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make it impact later.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Hurts now from the gun. And he scores! It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles stretch their lead to 21. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. McLeod now returning it. Finds some space. He's past the 30. It's an excellent return, but he gets popped at the end of it. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
2nd and 10, connects to throw. No, they get him yet again. Good job by James Bradbury. And the Eagles get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
On 1st down, Hurts finds his man over the middle. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Catch is made in close. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they paid the price over and over and over again.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles grow their lead yet again. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half. Looking to throw. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. Penix now on first down. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And we'll see what they do here on second down. One last play before the break. Throwing it just before halftime. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked up by Kobe Dean. And the Eagles are stopped on that return. So that interception's going to be the final play of this opening half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's Avery Williams on the return. Return's looking good so far. He'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
And they bring him down after he ran through him up to the 43. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2. Slot man motioned over. Another carry for Robinson. And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit. Play action, here's Penix. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They strike for 23 yards. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. Here's Penix to throw. That's a quick hitter. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
A handoff for Robinson, running right. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down. Throwing for the pistol, Penix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
4th down, here's Penix. He finds him beyond the marker. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. They hit him for 5 yards on 4th down and get the successful conversion.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best. And you get to see how you handle the most pressure. And it turns out they handled it pretty darn well. And now they'll keep pushing.
First down from the red zone. That's brought in by Tourney. They get this down to the 7-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. And again, it's Penix. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there. Looking for the back that time. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Now Penix on 3rd and goal. This throw is cut. And he drives this forward to the 6. Now they'll get some time to mold this decision.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Finds him over the middle. And they bring him down up at the 12-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
Kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me? Switch team. Go Silver, ready?
Shotgun snap for Hurts. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. And the Falcons get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. London going in motion left. On 1st down, here's Penix. Got it, man. Robinson has it. And there's a big hit right after that catch. So the play limited to maybe just a couple yards. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Penix here from the gun. Brought in right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And that gives them 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Robinson has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Once more, it's Robinson. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Falcons putting up points in a game decided. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
but they didn't quit, Kate. And I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And the onside kick doesn't pan out. The Eagles make the recovery. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
He's got Smith. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Oh, look at this. He's set up to throw. No, they get him yet again. And the Falcons are finally tackled after a big return. They're going to have the football beyond their own 30 following the turnover.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie. Right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his third interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
Penix on first down. Finds his target, Robinson. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Penix working from the gun. Got a man, it's London. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. On the shotgun, Penix. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be its second. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 48. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's out just a second shy of reaching the red zone. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And the Falcons will have a first. They are throwing it again. Completed to his running back. And he's able to get this down to the 13. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ballgame. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.